How you doing? Sometimes we can get a bit lost. Do you know what I mean? On this frequency game, this develop ourselves as who we truly are. Sometimes we fall flat on our faces when we are heading in the right direction, and it can feel like a setback. But it never is a setback. It always is further learning. But we have to dare to look and to see and to ask ourselves the question, what could I have done differently? Where did I go off? Because I could feel my frequency was high, and then something happened. And then I didn't feel good. What happened? I went to meet those people. Okay. Was it those people? It's easy to think that, because that's the common denominator. But if we go a bit further, deeper, what was the conversation? Did you enter into the conversation cleanly? No. I gave him the impression that I wanted to purchase something, and I just wanted to go and have a look. I wasn't clean going into that. That was one. That's on me. That's how I manage my energy. And then, number two, he asked if I wanted to drive a vehicle. And I said no. And he insisted, and then I did it. Which is me being not assertive with my energy, clear about what I want. These are the moments where it is important to reinstate who you are. Because we are going through these cycles, and we sometimes get to these curveballs just to level it up a notch. And this can be when you have practiced a new behavior really well, and you are actually behaving energetically correct. So this is one of those. And so this is the way that you can look at yourself and look, what did I do that I'm now in this place? Instead of blaming the other person, look at what you did. Where was I unbalanced? It was that one. And what I'm doing then, if I'm making those choices, I'm losing energy. I'm making poor choices. It's important for me to know that, so that I strengthen my muscle in how I operate me and my experience. It's so important, because that's how we can stay higher and higher and reach higher and higher frequencies. By correcting our behavior like this. There is a particular way that you maintain your energy. There is a particular behavior that maintains your energy in every single way. And the trick is, if you are unbalanced, you're off the mark, and you're not going up in frequency. You have to be in the middle. The yin, the yang, there's always the middle that we're seeking when we want to go up in frequency. Otherwise you can't, really. You can feel good, but it's only in the You can pretend to feel good, is what I meant. But it's only in the harmonization and the actual raising of the frequency that we actually get to truly embody that frequency. So really important to correct these energetic imbalances. And they are just very clear when you feel and see energy, and you can train to see energy like this. We have a class with that. It's very important because you get to correct some of the misperceptions that we've had with our training in our society and the culture that we grew up in. We're swimming in lots of duality energy formations. So it's important for us, if we want to maintain our energy, to be in harmony with who we are, and so that our actions are in balance, so that our action is both in balance, honest, truthful, genuine. All of those qualities leads to greater energy. Being honorable leads to greater energy. Telling the truth leads to greater energy and greater effects that you can have in terms of the height that you go in frequency. Because it is a frequency game. We are going up and down all the time in frequency. Sometimes people go up and down in frequencies only in response to what they see on the outside. That's not a very good way to manage your energy. The only way to manage your energy is to start to live for you, to start to embody yourself. Start to care about this body that you are operating. Start to focus here, not so much there. And start to go through what's going on in here. Because that's the only way that you can move forward. If you focus here and do what is best for this body and work with the body, knowing that you are not the body. You are the one that had been very carefully selected and chosen to look after this body. It's your job. You can't shovel that to someone else. It doesn't work. You're just going to resent that person. So if you think someone is controlling you, you're resenting them. You are giving away your power and you're resenting them for allowing you. It's an odd little strange view, huh? If you think about what's actually going on when people do that, they're giving up their power and then they're blaming the other person for it's all double. So all of these things needs to be harmonized for us to live a better life. And we need to also make sure that we get that we are much more energy than just this singular thing. That singular thing, the I am, is the one that's managing all of this, reading all of this, reading the body signal, reading the intuition, reading what is life, interpreting its environment, using the body to interpret the environment, to feel, so that you have a connection with your body, so that you have more information. That's what we're meant to do here. And it doesn't matter if you're in a big corporation or if you are a farmer. We're all on this journey, whether you want to admit it or not. Some people are just operating in one frequency. The dualistic perspective has many different nuances, but they're all the dualistic perspective. So they're all sort of the same. Especially when you go up to the non-dualistic perspective, the holistic perspective, I like to call it. I don't think holistic truly gets a good rap for what it really means in terms of how people are calling holistic, like holistic medicine, holistic. Sometimes it just gets a holistic solution. Maybe I'm going off on a tangent here. I don't know where this is going. Funny, but let's course correct. We all have different aspects. You saw that even now. We all have different aspects, and depending on how we feel about certain things, we are receiving one aspect. So, slight dip in frequency will say certain things, and a certain rise in frequency will say certain things. The good thing about the practice that I've been in is that I can still feel that I'm in a lower frequency sometimes, but I can still be conscious about it so that I know what to do when I'm in there to get out of it. That's the trick, to be agile, to know and to handle the dips really well so that you just soar higher and higher, so that the dips become your springboard to go higher and to go even higher. That's how we can use these dips in our life to propel us forward when we look at it in the right way. If you want more information, please sign up for the newsletter. There's a link in the description. If you like this, maybe you want to watch some of my other videos, please remember to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you again in the next one. Ciao.